Yeah, Tyler Checker, Elliot Wilson, man. This is always a treat when I get to talk to a dope MC who's actually my friend in real life, man. This is Jay. What's up,
What's
baby?
good, dog? What's good with you? How you doing?
I'm glad you don't even do a lot. I've seen you being very quiet during this quarantine, besides putting out great music with your friends. But you don't
You
do a lot of this interview stuff, man. So I appreciate you taking the time.
No, that's a fact, bro. I appreciate you having me. You know the vibes.
It's time for you to come back, man. First you snuck on me, man. You SoundCloud and YouTube in your joints, and I didn't know what was up. And then you was like, you hit me and said, "Yo, Ellie, you my OG, man. What you doing, man? Better pay attention to what's going on."
Bro, I probably would have put something out last year, but you know, the quarantine and all this shit going on. But for the most part, bro, I just been working. I ain't been really talking that much because I just want to make sure the music was right before I get up. You know what I'm saying? Even be on internet and stuff. I rarely do that because I just want to make sure the music is where I want to show growth and all that.
Absolutely. I mean, its growth was definitely displayed on this new joint, man, and a message too, man. This Skegee record, man. Talk about that. Like, obviously, Black History Month's the time, but it seems like it's a deeper, more significant song than even just a momentary song, right?
Yeah, bro. It really just came from some shit. My pops, he always stayed on me about like Black history and Black stories and stuff like that, whether it's like negative or whether it's something that we just need to know about. And that was just something I felt like it didn't even feel like a record. It was just like a message or, you know what I'm saying, a piece more so than like a song that anybody just put out and streamed. None of that really mattered. It was just like, all right, no, this need to be said. And that's really where I came from with it.
Yeah, but you took it to the level of even shooting a video. Why was it important to go to, for people that don't know, touching on the history at Tuskegee, the university there, the Tuskegee experiment that happened, tragic things like that. And you took it all the way to even going all the way to Tuskegee, Alabama to shoot a visual for the song. Like, why was that so important?
First of all, I got folks down there. I got, you know what I'm saying, family. I got friends there. So that was nothing. And then I've been there before. Like I went to a visit there and I checked it out and my pops, like, we did that whole football thing. Cause you know what I'm saying? I was an athlete before all the rap shit.
Yeah. Football, baby. Football.
Facts, I was getting it. But we did a little visiting and stuff. And I just remember the stories he told me as a kid. And it's a lot of stuff, like even in his forthcoming album, like I'm probably gonna touch on that I learned as a child. Like there's more depth into the conversation and just like conceptualizing good Black stories, bro. Like I've been on that. You know what I'm saying? My first album, I feel like I said, like, I'm gonna be the one to make my Black people proud of me. Like I said that, like my first album. That was like super important to me to just like tell these stories and make sure the narrative is changed about, like, you know what I'm saying, what we are and where we come from and shit like that. You know what I'm on, right? No,
no, but I mean, you hit it real dead on with this one because you begin every verse, you put a poem up that hopefully I think inspired you, and then each verse you begin with "Take a chance, have faith, my lad." Like, why are you stepping out to make sure the inspiration is there for the youth, for the new generation? Like, why take that stance lyrically?
Yeah, that poem is like super important. That's a poem that's one of my brother's favorite poems. He was saying that we was like together around Thanksgiving or something. He was just quoting that poem and it like stuck with me. So I went and researched it. I looked up all the stuff I knew surrounding the whole idea for the song, and it just really stuck with me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting older. I feel like I've been in the game. What I signed in 2016 and dropped in 2017.
Yeah.
It's 4-5 years, you feel me? Like that's half a dime. Like, you know what I'm saying? I did a nickel.
I seen the plaques. We're gonna talk about the plaques. I seen the plaques.
Yeah, bro. Like and yeah. Just alluded to that, bro. Like I feel like we're gonna have fun and all that stuff, but I'm trying to like separate myself and like, you know what I'm saying? You know how it is.
Upper echelon with this lyrics, man. And it touches people that really appreciate it. Even Kevin Durant, man. I hit you on the side. I was like, yo, KD trying to get our interview hot, man, because he went from tweeting about the Drake drop. Drake dropped some heat, and then he went back and started tweeting out some JID joints, some JID lyrics and stuff. He tweeted out what do you think that came from? Like, do you guys have a connection?
Yeah, like we, you know what I'm saying, we speak on the DM stuff and sometimes like that, and he definitely like shown interest in the music and played a few things. So that's like the coolest part about that. Like I love sports and athletics and shit like that, and he's one of the greatest. And for him to be like following up my lyrics after some Drake shit, like 2 Scorpio goats, like, hey, you feel me? Like, that's hard. You know what I'm saying? We all love Drake. Drake. So I just appreciate the you know what I'm saying, the love, because he typed the lyrics. He put the lyrics there.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you which part he shared. He said they never gave us a chance. I had to take it. I needed all the payments for every day we suffered, all the hatred. I want my granny to shoot hands with Nancy Reagan.
Crazy.
You're not down with the Just Say No? You're not down with the Just Say No, Jid? That wasn't cool?
Nah, bro, that was all cap. They all big kids, man. We ain't rocking with that, bro. We ain't rocking with the regs, bro. We can't even do it. You know what I'm saying? It's all about love. But for the most part, bro, it's just keeping the comedy into like what we saying into the lyrics and shit. Or not even comedy. That was real shit. Like I would love for my grandma and Nancy Reagan to throw hands in heaven or wherever. You feel me? Like that would be peaceful.
Exactly. You can dab it up, put some headgear on. He also quoted a joint from the Ballads joint you dropped with Conway. He quoted a home in my skills, sharp sword swings along for the moment. Atonement is my tone. Ownership is the only shit I'm voyaging. Like, talk about that joint. Like, how did the Ballads with Conway come about, and what made you let the machine go on that thing?
Oh my gosh. First off, I'm a big Griselda fan. I like they whole atmosphere, like the I don't know, it's just something in their music. You know what it is. Like it's that sound, that feel that they build in their music. You know, I'm a fan of Conway. We've been cool. I feel like a few years, 2-3 years ago, we spoke, you know what I'm saying? And I always tap in. I'm tapped in with all of them for real. Yeah. But for the most part, I just sent it to him. Christo made the beat, my main producer. Yeah. And he made the other beat as well. He makes 95% of my stuff. And it just came from a real place, you know what I'm saying? Like a ownership. I just bought a crib today, bro. I just closed on the crib today.
Wow, congrats, like, brother.
Yeah, like on some black nigga shit. Like we used to me and Earth Gang, like black. Like we all used to stay in the same crib. And I just copped the crib, you feel me? Like bought a block back on some Killer Mike type shit. Like it's in a black neighborhood and shit like that. And I'm gonna just give it to a black family or somebody, you know what I'm saying? Let them rent it out. And it's just something that I own. I don't necessarily live in it, but it was a place, like it was a safe haven for me for a time period. And now I could like do that for somebody else and give it to them.
You bought the actual spot you bought. Wow.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Wow. So I'm on it, bro. Like that's what type of time I'm on. So ownership, you know what I'm saying? Owning something. That's full circle with that line that he quoted. So I just love shit like that, bro.
When it lines up the right way, man.
Yeah.
How's it lining up for this album, man? You keep thanking us for our patience, man. I gotta be honest, man. We're running out of patience, man. What's the album, man? What you doing, Jid? Is it still the Forever Story?
Yeah.
Is the title?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It was bro, I was gonna drop last year. You know what I'm saying? Corona fucked up Coachella for me. You know what I'm saying? They messed up a few things. But for the most part, bro, I just been making sure like everything I wanted to say during this period, because I know it's been crazy for everybody. Yeah. I'm making sure like you could just understand everything that I was feeling and just what the world has been feeling. So I've been taking like fine tuning the words and just making sure everything is in a place where I want to present it. And I'm super close. Like I'm going to North Carolina tomorrow actually to just wrap it up. You know what I'm saying? When I leave there, the album will be done.
Yeah, I was wondering that, like, you know, you in the heart of it in Atlanta and stuff, you know, and then like, you know, obviously we've all been impacted in the past year. Like, I wonder, someone who's like such a sharp lyricist, like in these tough times, how do you draw that inspiration for your pen from the circumstances we're living in?
It just comes with being real with yourself and your surroundings and shit. Like, we all know what's going on. We know what's been going on. And even outside of that, like, it's just tough on people, like people having a tough time. And if that can't be reflected in the music, I don't even know, like, that's the most important thing to someone like me, as far as like having a message. And then like, we're gonna have fun with it. We're gonna turn up, we're gonna wild out, march and all that shit. But the stories, the pain, you know what I'm saying, that people are feeling right now, that has to be expressed in some type of capacity. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what I wanted to feel all of that, because I'm a super, like, I'm sensitive to my surroundings. Like, I feel everything. And I want that to be shown in the album, bro. And I want it to like make sense. I'm not even tripping on the word classic or any of that shit. It's just me like trying to put my best effort for it, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's all it really is.
I see you moving around with this Metro Boomin guy, man. What's going on with you and your Metro, man?
That my gang, man. He's super inspirational, bro. One of the like most humblest dudes.
Yeah.
We been tapped in, but we tapped in this year, like, and then started like working on stuff. So you know what I'm saying? We might have some people.
Thinking maybe a Corday or something too. I don't know, man. You be secret in the collabs, man. Remember when you had that Method Man one in the tuck and you wouldn't tell me. So we could expect probably some secret collaborations of some sort.
No, this album is gonna be super important to the whole JID like narrative. Everything I've been building up to this point, because you feel me? I feel like I've done a great job of setting a foundation for my career. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So yeah, I'm just trying to push the JID narrative forward, but I'm keeping my secrets. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have surprises for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna move how I move and shit, but at the same time, it's gonna be like the wait wasn't for nothing. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I can stand on that.
I also like it seemed like with the Bruh record, for example, like some of the stuff that, you know, a lot of times in the internet culture, records, if they're not on our DSPs, they get lost, right? But that one, Bruh, you came back with you know, added the Denzel Curry verse to it, and I also heard that you also re-recorded your vocals on. You got your Taylor Swift on with that?
Yeah, bro. It's just, you know, I feel like I feel like my voice changed a little bit, and then just pronunciating things a little bit different. I'm kind of like a perfectionist when it comes to stuff like that. And then Denzel, when he did that verse, it was just perfect. It was just the timing when I wanted to get it out, and it was on SoundCloud before, and we just put it on DSPs, and people love it. It's like doing real well with the numbers and stuff like that. Might do a video for it. Like, why not? Why not? You know what I'm saying?
You feel it's funny. Also, Clud is out there now too, and I thought it was a hard line. It seemed like you're attacking this now, where it's like, you know, I know how you are. You've also put a lot of pressure on yourself, and you hold yourself to a high standard. I know in the record you said, I ain't quite fulfilled my promise yet. So, you know, talk about that, and how much you yourself have such, you know, far-reaching goals, and how determined you are to reach those.
It's just really trying to like grow in the music and stuff like that. Like I kind of got it figured out as far as like what I want to say, like how I want to be saying, and how much I'm going to put into it. But I think it's just I don't know. I got a big family, bro. So like, I'm the youngest of 7, bro. Like in a blended family, it's crazy. Like I've always been like that. For my family, I've always been like the mediator. Not even because I'm gonna say anything. It's because I was the youngest, and they're like, "Oh, we can't do that shit in front of the baby." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't even. But that's literally what I always been. And then me being blessed with like the opportunity to do the stuff I'm doing right now, bro. I just feel like I owe it to my family. Like for me, even being in this place, it's all like due to them, like sacrificing and always looking out for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I know they didn't get a lot of opportunity to do some of the stuff I'm doing right now, but I feel like I could just give these moments back. You know what I'm saying? Share these moments, like, you know what I'm saying? Run it up with the family because I got the chance to do it. So that's why it's been like a lot of pressure, but at the same time, like that's how I maneuver. You feel me? Like I've always been in a tough situation and goddamn, you know what I'm saying? Work my little move, bro. I always gotta work my little move.
And it seems like you always draw strength from your pops too, because you name drop him a lot, and you know you seem like you're blessed to have a father, right? I mean, not a lot. I'm blessed myself to have a father like that in our life. Like as Black men, that's so important. Like talk about how you course, you know, you said you're a leader in your family, but you still seem to draw strength from your father.
Yeah, facts. You know, so I got a lot of partners that ain't got no pop. All of my close interior friends, maybe one of them live with their dad and was, you know what I'm saying, whatever. So I don't know, like I see that in our community. I see that was something that was like super important. So I always like push the Black father narrative, you know what I'm saying? Because it's always been the opposite. It's always been like tales before. It's like, oh, dad's gone, dad. So I like to push that and show like it's a normalcy in some of our lives. You know what I'm saying? That's my dog. So yeah.
A couple little rapid fire things, man, because I ain't spoke to you in a while, man.
Oh, good.
Just that whole Dream is Free experience, man. Just you guys took over Atlanta, like I mean that's your hood, right? So it's like, how does it feel to have everybody come in your city and like cook up with your team to create that Dream is Free project? What was that experience like for you?
That was hard, bro. Like I got a chance to bring a lot of my homies in, like, you know what I'm saying, and introduce them into like how we kind of move and stuff like that. And it was just super important, bro, like for the culture of music. That was the first time I ever seen that many egoless artists come into the same area and just like be themselves, you know what I'm saying, and be real about it and just share their gifts with each other. Like probably top 5 most inspirational things I've seen since I've been into the industry, been in doing music and stuff like that. It's just that humbleness and just being able to strip yourself of all of like any accolades of anything, and it's just like, no, this is what I do, this is what I bring to the table, and then you clash of minds. It's always beautiful. And then there was a bunch of Black folk too, so it was just like a good thing, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Platinum plaques too. One of the plaques now. It's platinum.
Yeah, bro. One of the plaques going up.
and then you anchored that Down Bad joint too. So
yeah, that was my baby. I ain't even gonna hold you. I picked the beat, bro. I popped it off. I was like, this the one.
It's me.
One. Yeah, man. That was one of my favorite songs. And LeBron liked it. my boy Bron, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Bron
yeah.
played it. I'll never forget that. Meeting them and just like, I feel like we met them like at the All-Star game the year before and stuff like that. But seeing them jam the music, like NBA niggas really rock with me. I like it. And football too. Like I'm tapped in the sports world.
Yeah. How proud of you too, speaking of the homies, like to get that Spillage Village, right? To get you and your peoples to a full project and be so embraced. I think it made one of the joints made Barack Obama's list. Like talk about that Spillage Village project, how important that was to you.
That's super important. That's like almost foundation as well, because we started Spillage Village way long time ago after I got kicked out of college, like maybe 2012, you know what I'm saying? And we added members and did a few things, but I just like how the respect it got, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was a different body of work. It wasn't your traditional hip hop, R&B. It was just like all expression. When the world was going through like one of the craziest moments, we all just got together and try and make something inspirational. So I think that's something that's gonna like catch on later on. You know what I'm saying? I feel that for those type of projects, because it's more that even came before. That was like the fourth installment. I think that was a third or fourth installment, but I feel like those projects, what we were doing and how we came up, they're gonna serve like very like important to my career like later on. I feel like.
Going back to family, like a year ago, man, and you said this guy was related to you, man, and he spanked Neo for no reason, man. It's Jonte Austin guy, man. What happened on Versus, man? Explain to what who Jonte Austin is and why, why did he do that to Neo, man, on Versus, man?
Oh my God.
I told you I spoke to you in a while.
No, that's real. I'm glad we got to have this conversation. Yeah, that's my cousin, bro. And you know what's crazy? I didn't even really want to like, when I started doing music, I was like, I'm not finna just reach out like, hey, I'm doing music. I was like, I gotta put myself in a position where he like, oh no, that's really my, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I wanted to make him proud because I knew the weight he carried in the industry and things he's done. Like that puts like a little more, that puts a battery in my back to like try to get to where he has been and going further. He's on the album. Like,
oh wow, dope.
Yeah. That's one thing I tell you, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. He's definitely on the album, man. And we just been tapping in a little bit more and making sure everything is like it's family, bro. Like that ain't nothing.
But it must have felt good for you to see like a whole new audience or realize, he wrote these massive records for Mariah Carey and all these type of things. Like his pen game is like, to see him be a behind the scenes person be recognized,
Yeah, man. He wrote Yo, man. He wrote Yo for Chris Brown, bro. Like that like shaped my childhood, bro. Like I know every word of those. And I didn't even know that until the verses. It's some things I didn't even find out until the verses. I knew about Sweet Lady, I knew about the Mariah Careys, of course. Yeah. But the Chris Brown and some of those Trey Songz cuts, like I'm like, oh boy, you cold, bro. Like you really wanted to
hip hop. I gave a little hip hop on them joints, right?
Yeah, man. He really cold, bro. He really the one.
I know the failure is gonna prove once again that you're the one, man. I'm looking forward to it, man. I just wanted to tap in real quick, man.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
What's the next steps? We're gonna drop another song, or you have any planned out what the next steps are?
Yeah. Oh, we finna bust March here right quick. We're gonna come through. Okay. You know what I'm saying? See what we got. Got some surprises and stuff like that. I'm gonna just let stuff fly until the album come. But I feel like we not far away. You know what I'm saying?
We know we're gonna get them bars, man. So I appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Appreciate you. Thank you, JID, man. Talk to you soon, brother.
You already know, but appreciate you.
Yeah. Title check in, JID.